Thank you, my love, for coming into my life. You may not realize it, but I had been praying for you with every breath, hoping for someone like you to walk into my world and change it forever. Before you, I was lost, struggling through a phase of life where I felt like I was on the verge of breaking down. Every day felt heavier than the last, and I was drowning in my own thoughts, desperately searching for something, or someone, to pull me back to the surface. I needed someone to lift me up, to show me that life could be beautiful again. More than anything, I longed for someone who would truly see me, not the version of me that the world assumed I was, but the real, raw, and imperfect person beneath it all. I was tired, exhausted from trying to please everyone around me. It felt like I was constantly wearing a mask, pretending to be fine when, deep inside, I was struggling to hold myself together. I wanted a break from the expectations, the constant need to prove myself, and the feeling that I had to meet the standards of people who never truly understood me. I needed someone who would take the time to understand my deepest feelings, someone who wouldn't judge me for my past but instead help me heal from it. I carried wounds that no one saw, and I longed for someone who could look beyond my scars and still find me worthy of love. More than anything, I wanted to move forward, to leave behind the pain that weighed me down. I wanted someone to guide me toward the light, to remind me that I was capable of happiness, that I didn't have to live in the shadows of my past mistakes and regrets. I craved a love that was pure and accepting, a love where I could be myself without fear of rejection. When you came into my life, it felt as though I had been given a second chance. You were like a breath of fresh air, filling my world with something I had forgotten existed, hope. Suddenly, my problems didn't seem as overwhelming as before. My heart, which had once felt so heavy, started to feel lighter. My mind, which had been clouded with negativity, began to see things in a new and uplifting way. For the first time in a long while, I felt something unfamiliar but wonderful, a sense of happiness, a glimpse of joy that had once seemed impossible. Amidst the dark clouds of my sorrow, you appeared like a ray of sunshine, reminding me that there was still beauty left in the world. I held on to that hope, the hope that you brought into my life. You became my safe haven, my reason to believe in love again. You didn't just heal me, you transformed me. You turned my nightmares into dreams filled with beauty and warmth. You made my soul smile in a way it never had before. My heart, once guarded and broken, began to trust again. In your presence, my mind found peace, my laughter became real, and my smile, which had once been forced, became genuine and permanent. You took away my pain without even realizing it. You carried my burdens without complaint. You replaced my sadness with joy and filled the emptiness in my heart with a love so pure and unconditional. You have been nothing less than a blessing in my life, a gift from God that I never thought I deserved but was somehow lucky enough to receive. You saved me, my love. I was breaking, falling apart in ways I couldn't even explain, but you held me together. You made me whole again, piece by piece, moment by moment. You never rushed me to heal, never grew impatient with my struggles. Instead, you stood by me, calm and steady, handling my emotions with the kind of understanding and compassion I had only dreamed of. You never made me feel like I was too much to handle, even when I was at my lowest. You made me feel safe in a world that had once felt so unforgiving. You loved me in my messiest moments, and that kind of love is rare and precious. But now, it's time for things to change. Until now, you have been the one taking care of me, helping me carry the weight of my past, and making sure I never felt alone. But I am stronger now because of you. I have regained myself, my happiness, and my ability to love freely again. And now, it's my turn. I want to be the one to take care of you, to shower you with the love and affection you so selflessly gave to me. I want to be the reason you wake up smiling, the source of your happiness, the person who reminds you every single day just how special you are. I want to pamper you, cherish you, and give you all the love that you so effortlessly gave to me. You deserve all the happiness in the world, and I will dedicate my life to making sure you never feel alone or unappreciated. I can never truly repay you for what you have done for me. The way you loved me, healed me, and stood by me is something I will always be grateful for. But what I can do is love you with everything I have for the rest of my life. I will be there for you, just as you were there for me. I will spend my life making you feel loved, valued, and cherished. You are my greatest blessing, my deepest love, and my most beautiful miracle. And I promise to love you, not just today, not just tomorrow, but for every single moment of forever. My dear, many times people tell me that I am preaching too much. They question who I am to tell them what to do, reminding me that it is their life after all. And they are right, I am no one to dictate what anyone should or shouldn't do. Life is deeply personal, and each person has their own journey to walk. But still, I can't help it. I feel a deep urge to motivate people to do their best in life, to help them realize their true potential. I have always been the kind of person who sees the best in others, even when they cannot see it in themselves. I see so much potential in people, and when I watch them hold themselves back out of fear, doubt, or past failures, I feel compelled to guide them. It's not because I think I am better than anyone or that I have all the answers, but because I genuinely want everyone to live a happy, healthy, fulfilling, and successful life. I don't want anyone to look back with regret, wishing they had made different choices, wishing they had believed in themselves more. Life is too short for regrets, and I know from experience how painful they can be. I have made many mistakes in my life, not because I was reckless or ignorant, but because I had no one I could trust, no one to turn to for advice. There were times I felt completely alone in my struggles. I often felt misunderstood, as if no one could truly grasp what I was going through. Instead of support, I felt judged. I constantly compared myself to others and felt inferior. I watched as my siblings formed close bonds and shared their experiences with one another, but I remained silent, too ashamed of my own life to open up. I kept my struggles buried deep within me, believing that no one would care or understand. Life has not been easy. I have endured many emotional traumas, experienced failures, and faced countless setbacks. There were moments when I thought I would never recover, times when I felt like giving up entirely. But by God's grace, I have come through it all. I am now in a good place in life, not perfect, not without struggles, but strong enough to stand tall despite them. And because I have experienced pain, I know how important it is to have someone who truly cares. That is why I try my best to help others. I want to be the person I once needed, the voice of encouragement and support for those who feel lost or unworthy. I truly believe that every person has the potential to succeed and deserves to be happy. There is so much goodness in the world, but sometimes, people need a reminder. Unfortunately, this world is also filled with negativity, people who are quick to judge, quick to criticize, quick to tear others down instead of lifting them up. It saddens me to see how often people focus on pointing out flaws and mistakes rather than recognizing the beauty and potential within others. I simply want to be someone who reminds people of their greatness, who helps them see their worth when they are blinded by doubt. But not everyone understands my intentions. Many people misunderstand me, accusing me of misleading others, telling me that I have no right to interfere. Some believe that my words are empty, that my encouragement is pointless. And when I hear these things, I begin to wonder, should I stop my quest to spread love, hope, and joy? Am I truly helping, or am I just another voice in the noise? There are days when the negativity weighs heavily on me, days when I feel like giving up. It would be so much easier to stay silent, to stop trying, to let people live their lives without interference. But then I remember the words I preach, I remember why I started this journey in the first place. If I truly believe in the power of positivity, in the importance of lifting others up, how can I allow a few negative voices to silence me? I cannot. I do not claim to have all the answers, and I do not expect everyone to agree with me. But I know my heart, and I know my intentions are pure. I want nothing more than to see people happy, successful, and at peace with themselves. I want to see people break free from the doubts and fears that hold them back. I want to be a source of light in a world that so often feels dark. So, what do you think I should do? Am I wrong to remain hopeful for a wonderful, positive, and uplifting world? Is it foolish to believe that love and encouragement can make a difference? Some may call me naive, but I choose to believe that kindness, hope, and love are never wasted. Even if my words touch only one person, even if I can help only a few, that is enough reason to keep going. I pray that I find the strength to continue fulfilling my purpose, to keep spreading positivity without letting the words of others affect me. It is not always easy to stand firm in one's beliefs when the world tries to push you down. But I trust in God, and I know He sees my heart. He knows my intentions, and I believe with all my soul that He will support me at every step. No matter how many challenges come my way, no matter how many people misunderstand me, I will not give up. I will keep believing, keep encouraging, and keep striving to make the world a better place, one kind word, one small act of love at a time.